Hey everyone, Adam here with a quick channel update. I do one of these every few months or, just whenever something changes and this is needed. This one will be pretty quick, I think. Let's get started by talking about edited content, namely the RimWorld edited content. I really like the edits and I want to keep them around. They're still not breaking even and maybe they never will, but I do want to do what I can to keep them around. So because of that, we are going to cut them back to 5 a week instead of 1 every single day. I think that's still plenty of RimWorld content, especially edited content per week. And, those that can't watch during the weekday can then use the weekend maybe to binge and catch up. I have had some people reach out and ask how they can support the edits directly. Of course, first and foremost, just watching, liking, commenting, all that helps. But if you're wanting to financially support them directly, at the moment, I'm taking all the YouTube membership income and all that is just going towards editing. I also use the Patreon funds for this as well. So whichever one you would like to do, if you want to do any of those. But again, as always, don't feel obligated to. And there are plenty of free ways to help the edits continue, such as, like I said, watching, liking, all that good stuff. And speaking of channel members and patrons, I wanted to thank you guys for signing up for those. You might have noticed that at the end of the edited content now, there's a little shout out for all of you guys. So, of course, like I said, very much appreciated. And yeah, make sure you take a look and see if you can find your name in that quick credit roll there. In addition to the edited content, full-length content will continue on the channel. I know I've gotten some feedback of some people upset with full-length content on the channel, but I don't see that ever changing. I mean, that's what the channel was built off of. If you go look at like my top 20 most viewed videos, I think there's one edited video in the top 20 outside of like guides and things like that. So all of the most watched things on the channel have predominantly been, full-length content. So that's going to continue. It's just going to be that you have access to the edits as well. And again, this could change. You never know. I experiment on the channel. I try to find out what's best for not only the channel, but for me and for everyone. And yeah, it's just a learning game. And who knows, it will change in the future. I know I said it'll probably never change, but here I am already saying that maybe someday, but it is not this day. Currently, that full-length content is going to be the RimWorld run, so you can watch the edited version or the full-length. Some old Warhammer runs, as I am starting to play that again and trying to catch the YouTube side of things back up to that. In addition, I am currently in the middle of doing my yearly horror event where we do 13 streams of horror games, and those are getting uploaded as I play them. I think we have like 2 of those up right now, but expect to see one of those up just about every day as we wrap up October. In addition to this, I am putting a bunch of old streams that I found some hard drives full of over on the archive channel. So if you didn't know, I do have a secondary channel called Adam vs. Archive, and there's all kinds of things going up over there, mainly though story type playthroughs. So I think some Uncharted just got posted. I played through that whole series. The Spider-Man series is going to be posted soon. Just tons of stuff that I found that I decided to throw in there for anyone that does want to go back and watch those at all. It's a completely different experience. I was not as good at streaming back then, or I don't think I was. But some people have asked for them and they're going to be available. So going back to RimWorld for a second, I was asked a lot about RimWorld Community Challenge for October. The Rimmanship event kind of took over RimWorld Community Challenge for October, but RimWorld Community Challenge will be back for November and December, and hopefully every month after that. I'll have new news about the November version on November 1st, but I hope to have a lot of people participating in that again, and I will be participating in it again. But again, I'll let you. It's a lot of agains. Anyway, I will let you know about that as November rolls around. Now, some perhaps kind of big news, at least big for me. Twitch just announced today during TwitchCon that they're going to allow partners or just everyone to actually simulcast to other streaming services other than Twitch, which is something I never thought they would do. So what does that mean? That means that I will be able to stream both on Twitch and YouTube at the same time. I already have the means to set that up. I gotta figure out a few things and try to figure out how to keep track of 2 chats at the same time or combine them or something like that. But I will start experimenting with that. So soon, if you are someone that just never wants to go to Twitch or refuses to go there, or just maybe prefer YouTube, you do both, but you would prefer YouTube, soon that should be an option. So once I get that set up, which will probably be, again, early November, when I start a new RimWorld run, you can, anytime I'm live on one, I'll be live on the other, and you can watch whichever one you like more. And then, of course, the VODs will be available on YouTube right away, which is really awesome, and higher quality VODs. The one downside to this is that, for whatever reason, if you stream at a higher quality on YouTube, well, I guess it makes sense, the chat latency is quite behind. So it might be harder to ask like live questions. I might already be past that point in the game or the stream. I'll try to see what I can do to loop back around and like I said, combine chats or something. But yeah, I will be experimenting with that as well, and see how it goes. But I'm excited to be able to stream simultaneously on Twitch and YouTube. That's something I've wanted to do for a long time. I just couldn't because of my Twitch partner agreement. Speaking of Twitch, Twitch is still my primary platform because that's where money for my family comes from predominantly at the moment. And again, that may change in the future, but right now that's what sponsors look at. That's the main thing they're interested in, and that's where I get most of my income through sponsored content and things like that through Twitch. If you would like to help with that, they only really care about viewer count. So even if you don't like watching on Twitch, if you lurk over there, it helps me out a ton. And this goes for any channel on Twitch, really. So if you want to support a stream on Twitch, one of the most important or best ways to do that is to just be a viewer number. And there's a lot of ways to do that. You can actively watch, you can lurk, which means either just listening to the stream or just having the stream play. If you do this at any stream and you want it to count though, you can mute the tab and still count as a viewer. I know some people will have the stream playing and they're like, well, I'm going to go do something, or I'm going to watch something else, or I'm going to play a game. I don't want to listen to this right now, but I want to keep supporting. And they will mute the stream. For some reason on Twitch, you no longer count as a viewer if you mute the stream and it's not the active tab. So to bypass that, you can go up to the browser tab, and most of them allow you to just right click and hit mute. And so you can mute the tab or the site itself. And again, this isn't just for me. This is for, I'm looking at my other monitor. I actually have 3 streams over there right now that I literally am just lurking at with a muted tab just to help them out. So if you'd like to help me or other streamers out in that way, lurking, as we call it, will help out a lot financially, because CCV, current viewership, is king when it comes to sponsors and things like that. And I think that's about it. The only other thing is, if you didn't already know, there is a Discord that you can join. It's a public Discord, so you don't have to be a subscriber or anything like that. It's very active. We got channels in there about everything. The RimWorld channel is very active, so feel free to join that. The link is in the description as always. I'll put it in the pinned comment as well. But yeah, I would love to have more people in the Discord. It's fun to be in there conversating with people, and Discord's almost like a forum in a way, so it's just kind of always there. You can look at the history, and you guys probably know what Discord is. I don't know why I'm explaining what Discord is, but anyway, yeah, I would love it if you join. Lots of cool channels, and a lot of people in there chatting all the time. I just looked over there. There's people right now chatting about how to take out mech clusters with their current setup in the RimWorld channel. So join in and yeah, conversate. But like I said, I think that is pretty much it. So edits will continue, but they're 5 a week instead of 7 a week. Long form will continue, mainly with RimWorld, the current horror games, and some Total War Warhammer 3. What else was it? Oh, the simulcast coming up, but again, that'll be in November. RimWorld Community Challenge will continue in November. But yeah, I think that's about it. Most of all, though, thank you guys for all the support. It's really crazy that I'm able to do this for a living, and I wouldn't be able to if it wasn't for you guys watching, liking, commenting, subscribing, all that good stuff that you hear all the time. I very much appreciate it. So thank you for watching, and yeah, I'll see you next time.